Major Reinhardt wept far ahead as the last bridge door guard fell. Alright, boys, let's get this over with. Blast doors. Dormac waved his hand over the door's motion sensor. Overloaded proximity circuit. We're not getting in without detonation. Didn't see that coming. Lieutenant Dell removed something from Indigo 5's backpack. Thank God for thermocharges. The defenders will expect that. They'll wait further in, safe from the blast. Immediate return fire. They won't have bullets like us. Let's reload. Shoot smart then. The Major hefted a machine gun. Anyone's low? Top off. As the group checked their weapons, Chelsea leaned back on the wall. Jet should have been here. He'd seen this through, from Cassidius to Talana. Regardless of the timetable the Resistance owed him. It wasn't right, bolting off to Lyska after he'd just been kidnapped. But what could they do? Another Zetar had him. Probably are. She had mercenaries, but she could be anywhere by now. There was no guarantee they were still in the belt. Safe. For all Reinhardt knew, they were halfway to Paradise. Jed was gone. They were out of luck. They could use him here. If the Lysica raid failed, thanks to the pirates, things were trending that way. Resistance would crack. Kartok, Green Team, the Belt's greatest heroes. All were here. All were fighting. And all could be lost. It was not a good scenario. And from the looks of the space battle, the scenario quickly worsening. Blow the door. If we can't have the fleet, no one will. Colonel Jagger dusted off his rifle, glancing over the bridge. He'd seen this attack coming a light year away. Jagger hadn't expected the pirates, but it made little difference. Someone would destroy or steal the shipyard fleet. Come what may, the Alliance had already lost. War with the pirates loomed ahead. Not to mention the Hive and Resistance. Losing an attack group, even one so small, would have been devastating. Butch had ordered a purge of Lysica's computer core, but his men could never delete enough. The strike teams would stop them. As for the ships... Jagger let out a heavy breath as he examined the Master Systems console. The fleet's self-destruct required codes from Lysica's two highest command officers. Major Hayes was on the Fearless, awaiting Shep. Colonel Jagger knew with time the regulator could be hacked, and probably would be, once the Resistance saw they couldn't save the fleet. But this knowledge didn't help him. It was incapable of stopping the Resistance. Stopping anything. As the others joked grimly, Butch wondered how it would feel to die. To suddenly cease to exist. Would it hurt? Would it register? Would his world fade to black, falling to nothingness? For that matter, would he even survive the trip from mortality to oblivion? A shudder passed through Jagger at the thought of heaven and hell. Did they exist? He almost didn't want to know. He was pretty sure which one he'd end up in. The Colonel choked down a sigh at the thought of his children. Of Neil and the life he led in the Alliance. Jagger worked hard to get that boy a future. If Butch couldn't be a success, at least his son could. The other child was a vastly different story.
I miss you. Wish you were here.
Ironic, the perspective one's final moments brought. If Butch had it to do again, he would do anything to mend fences with his youngest. Whatever it took to bring them back and undo that night of shouting and cursing over the kitchen table were in a searing rage. The door was slammed. The delinquent excised. He didn't feel so tough anymore. The colonel's hand snapped up as a flash lit the bridge, followed by shrapnel and a booming explosion.
Let them have it, boys! This is it!
Gunfire and laser blasts filled the air as the resistance charged onto the breach. The room was peppered with bullets, scorch marks, disorganized Thames body shouts. Taking out a rebel, Butch whipped round and fired another, diving beneath the console in a blossom of buckshot. He could hear the cries of his officers. The numbers dwindled. Some surrendered. Rolling to another console, the colonel stood up, face to face with a resistance fighter. Mal and safe. Jacob's eyes flew wide open when he saw the fighter's face. It couldn't be. Not her. An explosion of pain ripped through him. The colonel staggered back, uttering one word.
Chelsea.